back at it again with another video. All on my lonesome this time, unfortunately. But we all know I'm the real star here. Get it? Yeah, so I couldn't convince Remus and James to be in another video, but that's okay. Because a bunch of you lovely people asked me so many questions that I get to answer for you today. Isn't that exciting? So, we'll move right along into it because there are a lot. And I'm so excited you guys want to know so much about me. Now, to address the elephant in the room, before any of you bring it up, yes, I did shave. No, it's not because Remus said he didn't like my mustache in the last video. Definitely not. It's because I wanted to do it. So there. No need to point it out. We'll see if I like it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But it was definitely my decision. First off, if you didn't stay at the Potters, where would you stay? Whew. If I hadn't stayed at the Potters... I mean, Remus wasn't super close with his family, but that probably would have been the second option, you know? Because anywhere else, I would have, you know what? I would have stayed at Hogwarts. They can't technically kick me out if they can't find me. And I know tons of hiding places at Hogwarts that even Dumbledore himself knows nothing about. So yeah, I would stay at Hogwarts. They wouldn't be able to find me. Next question. Would you rather get rid of all leather jackets or all hair products? Oh boy. Well, no. I need my hair products. This doesn't happen just naturally, okay? I use a lot of hair products, including James's dad's stuff. But, leather jackets. No. I can find a different aesthetic to replace the leather jackets if I must sacrifice them. But I can't replace this. No. The hair products stay. Next question. How did you know you were in love with Remus? You know, I think I've always been a little bit in love with Remus ever since I saw him on the train that first day. Just his cute little face. But I think I might have actually realized it probably around like 5th year. We were all going closer with the whole animagus thing and the werewolf thing. We were spending so much time together. And yeah, see, it's really difficult for me to admit, like, that I love someone. And yes, I do say I love James all the time, but I mean, like, romantically love someone. But I do love Remus. And I have for a while. So, you just kind of know. It's like a feeling. You just, every time I saw him, I got butterflies in my stomach. And I just kept wanting to hang out with him. And I kept coming up with all these ridiculous reasons why I should go to see him. And, yeah. That's how I knew. Next question. If I couldn't date Remus, who would I date? Oof. I mean, I have dated other people. I haven't just dated Remus, although Remus has been by far the best. I mean, the obvious answer is James. Okay, but obviously I can't do that because he's with Lily. There are some cute Hufflepuffs, you know? I'd probably find somebody in there. Yeah, I'd probably find some other Hufflepuff, but would I be heartbroken? Absolutely. Remus is my soulmate, romantic soulmate. So, yeah. Next question. Did it hurt to leave Regulus behind when you ran away? Yeah, it did. It definitely hurt. It wasn't fun. I still care about that little idiot, despite all his bad choices. Love him to death, but I gave him the option. I said, Regulus, join me. Let's go run away. James has plenty of space. He has a big house. We could run away together. And he said no, because he's too scared. Whatever. So, yeah, it hurt, but he made his choice, and I made mine, and that's all we can really do, you know? Next question. If your animagus could take another form, what would it be? I think the dog fits me quite well, but honestly, I'd want to be a stag, like James, because you know how annoying it is, how much taller than all of us he is? He's a stag. He's huge. Like, Remus is bigger than him, but, like, that doesn't count, so I'd be a stag, so we'd be on a level playing field, we could, like, run around together. Because you know how often he almost steps on me when we're running around in the woods? All the time. So I'd be a stag. Or at least something bigger than a stag. Because I want to be on the same level playing field as James. See how he likes getting stepped on. Next question. Are you in touch with your cousin Nymphadora Tonks? Nymphadora Tonks. Isn't that Andromeda's kid? She's like 4 or something. I don't know. I've never met the kid. No, I'm not in contact with a 4-year-old. But, I mean, Andromeda's pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the kid at some point, I guess. But we're not that close, so probably won't happen. How long did it take for you to shift into Padfoot the first time? Let me tell you, it was a long process. Oh my gosh. Painful, too. Your body is not meant to bend the ways your body has to bend to become a dog. I'd say that the first time, successfully, because there were a couple of attempts where it's like just my face turned into a dog, or like one of my legs, or I just grew hair all over the place. The first time I successfully turned into Padfoot, that would probably have been like an hour, because it was very slow, because nobody tells you how hard it is to become an animagus. Well, like, Remus did tell me how hard it was going to be, but I didn't believe him. But it's really hard, so it was a step-by-step process. But yes, the first time I successfully turned into Padfoot took a long, painful time. But it was worth it. I don't regret it, because now I get to run around as a dog whenever I want, and now it only takes, it's like, instantaneous. Immediate. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Because I'm just that good. Next question, and this is a controversial one. Mini G or Dumbles? Oof, that's a tough one. I love both of them so much. But you know what? Mini G, I love you. You know I do. But Dumbles! Come on. No, it's gotta be Dumbles. That man always has my back. All the time. Never disappointed by Dumbles. God, I love that man. He is great. So, is McGonagall a close second? Yes, but Dumbles will always take the #1 spot in my heart. Next question. How far would you go to protect Remus? Let me tell you this. Do I do things to protect Remus? Absolutely. But most of the time, he honestly protects me. He protects me emotionally, physically, on so many different levels. I guess I protect him in that I make sure he takes care of himself and stuff like that, which he always isn't good at doing, but honestly, you know, Remus is... I talk a big game, right? But Remus is the one who protects us a lot. He stands up for us, he looks out for us in ways we wouldn't consider. So, I mean, I would go to any lengths to protect Remus, but honestly, he's the one protecting me most of the time. Protecting me from myself and from being stupid. So thank you, Remus, for protecting me from myself. Which Marauder would you die for? All of them. Pete, James, Remus, I guess Lily kind of counts now, although that's up for debate. All of them. I die for all of them. You should sacrifice everything for your friends, especially in these dark and difficult times. You should be willing to put it all on the line, and I am. I don't have favoritism. I mean, Remus is my favorite boyfriend, but I only have one of those. So, all the rest of them, absolutely. Die for all of them. Next question. How much do you love Moony? Oh boy. That is a difficult question to answer because I'm not sure exactly how to adequately express how much I love Remus. I mean, I could do like one of these, like I love him this much, but I can't stretch my arms far enough to represent how much I love him. Let's just say, to keep it simple and not make this an hour-long video about me rambling about how much I love him. But I love him a lot. He's my soulmate. Love him a lot. Next question. What's your favorite prank you've ever pulled? Oh man, there are so many good ones we've done. But I have to say, the one that takes the cake is that this was a couple years ago, before Remus and I were dating and before Lily and James were dating. They had a dance at Hogwarts, like a winter dance, you know? And neither of us had dates, and we considered taking each other. But that's the quitter's way out, in my opinion. So we came up with this plan that we, as a mutual dance date, were going to invite the giant squid. And let me tell you, everyone's faces when we led her through the doors into the Great Hall in an absolutely beautiful ball gown that we made for her. It was so funny. And we danced with her all night. And it just holds a special place in my heart because you know what? I think we really made that squid happy that night. You know, nobody ever thinks about her, but we did. And to see everybody's faces as all her tentacles flailed all over the place, knocked people over, got stuck in the punch bowl, it was worth every second of planning. So that's gotta be definitely my favorite one. But hey, we're not out of the school yet. Who knows what comes next? What would you do if you were sorted into Slytherin? Leave? Nope. That's the easy way out. Sirius, we don't do that. My first instinct would be to leave, because clearly Hogwarts had made a mistake. But a more interesting answer, I'd probably just cause a lot of chaos in the Slytherin house. Like, yeah, I'd be in Slytherin, but I wouldn't have any house pride. Oh, no. Not after all the crap my family put me through. So I think I would have just made it my mission to be the most annoying, chaotic Slytherin possible. Like, so annoying and so chaotic and so disruptive that they would have no choice but to resort me and put me where I actually belong, which is in Gryffindor. I would make it so Slytherin never won the House Cup. I would make it sure they lost every Quidditch match. I would do everything in my power to make them so miserable they'd kick me out and put me in Gryffindor. So I guess there's no universe in which I would just stay in Slytherin. But it's an interesting thought anyway. I almost missed that I didn't get the chance to do that. But I like Gryffindor too much. So, you know, you dodged a bullet, Slytherin. You dodged a bullet. List the Marauders' best and worst qualities, including Sirius. Well, Remus's best quality is that he's perfect and beautiful and incredible. His worst quality is that, he snores. It's really annoying. And he's messy. He snores and he's messy. I know that's two, but yeah. James is perfect, beautiful, handsome, amazing, talented, charismatic, incredible. His bad quality, he gets easily distracted. Like, this whole Lily thing has been going on for a while, but especially when they actually started dating, man, we never saw him. He was all just going to see Lily at the library, and going with Lily for a walk around the lake, and going with Lily to study all the time. He gets easily distracted by pretty girls. That's his worst quality, what can I say? And then, Pete. Pete is funny, caring, a good listener. One of my best friends. Bad qualities? He's kind of quiet, shy. He gets overwhelmed easily, but like not in a bad way. You know, he's a good guy. He's just very quiet, and sometimes I can get a little annoying just because I talk a lot. But the good listener kind of balances that out. So, oh, and then I have to answer for myself, right? My best quality: my hair, my fashion sense, my sense of humor. All those are probably my best qualities. And then, worst qualities. Well, can't think of any of those, so I guess I'll move on to the next question. What happened after the prank? Well, a lot happened after the prank. Snape found out that Remus is a werewolf. Remus hated me. He was mad at me. Even James was mad at me, which that's a new one. James is usually never mad at me. So, I had to go talk to Dumbledore. Got a lot of detention. Had to have a whole conversation with Snivelus about why he shouldn't tell everybody else about Remus. It was like just a lot. Remus didn't talk to me for like a month or two afterwards. It was just a lot. And looking back, I admit my decision was a little rash and I probably shouldn't have done it. So, I'm not about to say sorry, Snivelus, but I'm sorry, Remus, and I'm sorry, James, for putting you all through that. I don't know why everybody wants to bring up the prank so much. It was a while ago, but it's fine. It's fine. What is the worst thing you've caught Pete doing? I wouldn't say it's the worst thing, because it wasn't necessarily bad, but I did catch him sneaking into the Hufflepuff common room a couple of times. I never really found out what he was doing in there, but he did sneak in there a lot. I don't know if he had a girlfriend. Certainly he didn't tell us, but technically that's against the rules. And he didn't invite any of us to join him when he did it, so that's pretty bad, because I would have liked to come. So that's probably the worst thing. Otherwise, the only worst things he's done have been with us, so I can't really call them bad. He's not like super straight-laced, but he's a little bit more chill. He doesn't really initiate any of our pranks or, get into that much trouble on his own. So, Pete's a good kid. He's a good kid. Doesn't really get up to anything bad. Next question. Does Remus still have his sweaters? Unfortunately, yeah, he does still have his sweaters. I might have shaved. Again, unrelated to what he said. But he does still have his sweaters, and he's allowed to have them. They're just ugly. At least they're soft. I'll give him that. But they're just so ugly. But that's not a fight. I want to start with Remus because I definitely won't win. So we'll allow him to have his little sweaters. It makes him happy, and he does look kind of cute in them. So, What do you plan to do after Hogwarts? Well, immediately after Hogwarts, we have a war to fight. So, immediately after Hogwarts, my plan is to find Voldemort and punch him in the face, which will be really easy considering he doesn't have a nose, so my fist will just go like, right in his face. And then once that's done, and the war is over, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really thought that far. I was rich at one point, and so like kind of the whole plan was just to inherit a lot of money and then be rich, but that's not happening anymore. So I think, I like to invent things. Like we made the Marauders map, I made my bike fly. So if like James and I could open some sort of like store or something, I don't know how that works, but like a store where we make like cool things and we're like inventors or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. So maybe something like that, but we have to survive the war first, so we'll see. Next question. Did you think Lily and James were ever going to get together? No. Lily hated James. Like, hated the ground he walked on. Like, she couldn't stand him. But James was so into her. I honestly thought it was kind of a lost cause. But James, man, he just kept trying. And I kept telling him, James, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work. She's not that into you. But he kept doing it. And, it was a little hard for me at first to, like, come around to the idea of James spending time with Lily and not me and the others. And, I was worried, but Lily's cool. And, a little cheesy. But I honestly think she made James, like, a better person. Like, we're still not great people. But, I think she definitely taught him a lot about how to be responsible and all that kind of boring stuff, but she's good people. I like Lily, but definitely, I mean, if anything, I think James doesn't deserve Lily, but I'm glad they're together. They're cute, or whatever. What is it like dating a werewolf? Awesome. Are you kidding me? It's super cool. I love it. I mean, I think Remus would, you know, think differently, but there are certain things you gotta get used to, like, once a month, towards the end of the month, starts to get a little cranky, so I try to always bring him chocolates and make sure he's all snuggled into bed and comfortable. He's definitely stronger than most people, which I think is great, but that's also another perk. He's got a really good sense of smell, so like you gotta make sure your hygiene is on point. So it always encourages me to make sure, I mean, I always make sure I look good and shower and everything anyway, but I definitely make sure now, especially considering Remus. And then of course we have our like monthly, you know, get-togethers with the other Marauders. We get to run around, be dogs, werewolves, all that kind of thing, and that's great. So honestly, dating werewolf 10 out of 10. I'd recommend it. You just gotta make sure you put the time in and take care of them, you know? And I like taking care of people, so that works out just fine for me. Next question. If you had a kid, what would you name them? Ooh, see, I don't really like those little gremlin things that people call kids. Not interested. I'm already hyper enough for me. I don't need anybody else adding to that. So, but if I did have one, hypothetically, I'm not gonna have one, but hypothetically, if I did, probably James Jr. Yeah, because especially when James and Lily get married, I know I'm not gonna see James as much anymore because he's gonna have a family and a wife and all that. So I would name my kid James Jr. So then I have my own version of James to keep me company while other James is away. I think that's a pretty good solution to the problem. So James Jr. would be my friend while other James is unavailable. I don't think Remus would like that name, but that's what I'm sticking to. James Jr. And that's all the questions. Thank you guys so much for sending in all your questions. I'm surprised how many people wanted to hear all about me. Might do another one of these if you guys liked it, but hopefully I can drag Remus or James into a video next time, because let me be honest, it's a lot more fun when they're here. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.